Good morning and welcome to your pre-market report for Tuesday, 28th July, 2026. Let's take a quick look at the global cues, domestic trends, and stocks to watch before the markets open. U.S. markets closed mixed on Monday as easing tensions between the U.S. and Iran triggered a sharp decline in oil prices, while investors remained cautious ahead of this week's Federal Reserve policy meeting, key economic data, and earnings from major technology companies. The Dow Jones gained 0.5%, the S&P 500 edged up 0.02%, while the Nasdaq Composite slipped 0.2%, weighed down by weakness in semiconductor stocks after a sharp decline in Nvidia. Asian markets are trading mostly lower today as a fresh sell-off in global technology, and semiconductor stocks weighed on investor sentiment despite easing crude oil prices. Japan's Nikkei is down around 4.4%. South Korea's Kospi has plunged over 10% amid heavy losses in major chipmakers, while Hong Kong's Hang Seng is trading higher as investors remain cautious ahead of key central bank decisions and major corporate earnings this week. GIFT Nifty Futures as of 8 a.m. was trading at 23,963, thereby indicating a flat to negative opening for the Indian markets today. Crude oil prices are trading lower as renewed U.S.-Iran diplomatic talks eased concerns over supply disruptions and extended the sharp correction in oil prices. Gold prices are trading slightly higher, supported by safe haven demand ahead of this week's Federal Reserve policy meeting and key corporate earnings, although easing geopolitical tensions are limiting stronger gains. Bharat Electronics delivered a strong first quarter, with revenue rising over 25% and net profit increasing 8.2% year-on-year, driven by healthy execution across its defense business. The company also maintained a robust order book of over 72,000 crore rupees, providing strong revenue visibility for the coming quarters. Coal India reported a stable first quarter, with revenue growing nearly 8%, and net profit remaining broadly flat at 8,852 crore rupees, despite a decline in operating margins. The company also announced an interim dividend of 5.5 rupees per share, reaffirming its commitment to shareholder returns. Tata Motors said production at its Sanand plant in Gujarat has been disrupted due to severe flooding, affecting both its manufacturing facility and supplier operations. The company expects production to gradually return to normal over the next few days as restoration efforts continue. Following mostly negative cues from the Asian markets combined with a drop in crude oil prices, Nifty is expected to open with a negative bias today. Levels may be kept the same as what we mentioned yesterday evening, with supports at 23,910, followed by 23,795, while resistances may be placed at 24,040, followed by 24,125. Traders may expect consolidation within a range with a slight negative bias to account for profit booking and derivatives rollover as Nifty near-month contracts expire today. Indian markets may remain volatile as investors monitor the U.S. Federal Reserve policy meeting, the ongoing Q1 FY27 earnings season, FII flows, rupee movement, weakness in global technology stocks, and any fresh geopolitical developments that could impact crude oil prices. Strong Q1 earnings from India Inc., continued domestic institutional buying, easing crude oil prices, healthy corporate order wins, resilient domestic macroeconomic indicators, stable global market sentiment, and dovish commentary from the U.S. Federal Reserve could support investor confidence and Indian equities. Yesterday, foreign institutional investors were net sellers of about 1,688 crore rupees, while domestic institutional investors were net buyers of around 2,329 crore rupees. That's your market snapshot for India on July 28, 2026. As always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for stock market-related updates. Wishing you a focused and profitable trading session ahead.